Hello everybody. I'm starting a new little project today. I don't think it'll take that long, but I don't know. I got myself a teeny tiny mower blade. I don't know, it's probably a 510 blade or something, I don't know. I'm not that familiar with the serial numbers and stuff on them. And I got me this piece of Burl here, and I'm going to try to put a Burl handle on this little knife blade, but I'm not sure that this Burl is going to work because as you can see, it's got an awful lot of, you know, bark and stuff in it and divots, and it's not straight. And let's see, yeah, see it's not straight. So I'm going to try to make a Burl handle here. I don't know if it'll work or not for this little blade. We'll just have to wait and see. Now the first thing I'm going to do is try to lay out how this blade's going to lay. Since this is curved, you see I'm going to want the blade kind of over to this side as much as I can get it. So what I need to do is mark the width of this tang, just to give me an idea, and then I'm going to mark the width of the top of the tang so I don't know how wide this opening needs to be. Okay, the narrow portion right here is the narrow part of the tang, and then these two outer marks is the wider part of the tang. You can see it gets wider as it goes up. So what I do is find a drill bit that is the same diameter as the width of this metal here, and then I'll have to drill a series of holes to make a slot. Now I would usually start out with, or you know, I put it in this clamp here and clamp it up to make sure that it's straight up and down. But with this piece being rounded and curved and rough shaped and all that, I'm going to be just holding this freehand and eyeballing it straight up and down and hope that it works out. And now we're getting a little slot there. I'll just have to keep working at it. Now nothing about this has to be exact or perfect, because whenever you epoxy this in, if it's got a little play in it, then that gives you some play to where that you can move the blade and make sure that it's straight. And plus, I'll probably epoxy this blade in, or well, maybe not epoxy it, but I'll probably stick it in there and work on it with the blade in it so that I can make sure that I'm running straight with the blade and keeping the handle straight. I'm gonna go ahead and tape this blade up before I end up cutting myself. It took a little wallering around with the drill bit, but it fits down in there now. You can see it's not very straight. That's why I'm trying to get the blade mounted before I work on the handle, because now whenever I work on the handle I can just cut it in line with the blade. And of course I'll probably draw an outline of the blade on here so I'll know where it's at. Okay, I'm going to move to the saw. Okay, now this is my up and downy saw. And I'm going to try to even this all out. Start squaring it up to the blade. Okay, I'm going to move over to the drum sander and do a little work from there. Okay, I'm going to move over to the belt sander and try to square this thing up a little. Not exactly the way I pictured it, but it's starting to look like a handle now. Now, I wish I could describe this smell to you. This burl is hard, and I don't know. I mean, it's going to be beautiful when I'm done with it, I think, but that's some tough stuff, boy. kind of got it looking like a handle shape now. I believe it might work out. I'm not for sure. It sure is pretty though, this wood grain and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go deep enough to take this out. This part or this part. I believe I can get this part, but I'm not sure about this. Maybe I could do some kind of, by the time I round it off, maybe it'll be gone. Okay, I think I'm to the point now where I'm going to glue this blade in and then finish the rest of it up after I've got the blade seated exactly where I want it. Yeah, I'm going to experience the gluing in and the epoxy in and all that, because I know you guys know, you just mix it up and glue it in and all that. So, but there's what the handle looks like so far. This is my first Burl handle, so we'll just have to wait and see how it comes out. Thanks for watching, everybody.